Watch your mouth. Meghan caught digging her claws into Harry's thigh in Netflix's fearful therapy scene. The couple are shown sitting alongside each other, their hands upturned on their laps. At one point, Meghan reaches over to her husband and clasps his knee. Silent tears streaming down her face. A guided meditation instructor, who's not shown on camera, says, "Remember that what is transpiring in the media, what's being created, is all an illusion. When you try to prove that you're good and that you're not the person they say you are, you're taking the bait, you're feeding the beast. It's an illusion." As they do so, Meghan wipes the tears from her cheeks with both hands and appears dazed. Wait, they seriously filmed therapy? My apologies if this is a known joke, since it's in quotation marks. I'm dying. I hadn't heard that. Or is it just that they're so holier than thou, it's like a therapy session? She's orchestrated the long-haul act with him. Let's remember, she was 36 and a minor actress when she met him, with 1 or 2 failed marriages already. She manipulated him from day one. She always likes to touch him when she wants to control his speech and movements, like she was violating royal protocol when she would walk in front of him, or push herself in front of him to be first for meet and greets. It was quite embarrassing actually, but she would do this thing where she would put her hands in certain places, I guess, a squeeze here or a mild shove there, so he knew that Meg was displeased. This scene comes out with Meghan and Harry in therapy, but it's clearly staged and scripted. Meghan keeps her claws ready on Harry's lap and digs into his flesh whenever he doesn't go according to the script. Meghan then cried again and there was only one tear in one eye. It's exactly what she said when she did the crying scene in the Suits movie in the past. So fake. Who brings a film crew into a therapy session, by the way? I'll bet a book they're not actually in any kind of therapy and this whole scene was staged. Though it was just them talking about themselves as usual. They seem to both have gained weight by a lot. You can tell they're in mutual depression. I feel sorry for them in a way, while I also hope they would just shut up and live their lives. But if we're being realistic, they have no other means of living, other than whinge and pretend they support a cause. Harry's Better Up gig doesn't support the lifestyle that they're trying to live. There may have been more therapy scenes later, I only saw this limited clip. The scene from the second trailer where Meghan is wiping her distressed face of the one lone tear while sitting on a couch comes from this scene. They're acting like immature teenagers, but they're both in their 40s at this point. They need to grow up. The behind-the-scenes dive into the Sussexes' lives has not sat well with Daily Telegraph commentator Celia Walden, who's married to TV host Piermorgan. Writing in the publication, she drew on a scene in the 3rd episode where the prince speaks about just turtling. Miss Walden explained the term, which bewildered some viewers, is a method of self-preservation, whereby we retreat into our shells when the misery, trauma and pressures of life become too much to bear. She added that the series invited people to witness 6 hours of an on-screen fake therapy session. The columnist added the expensive hours on the couch produced an unapologetic selfishness. There's a defiant refusal even to consider another person's pain, and a hyperbolic language that elevates every uncomfortable experience to a gaping, open wound.